Cap, what's up? um, I came in, I woke up, I couldn't sleep, so I was just like, why not do a reading for you? Excuse me. I was just sitting there, praying and everything like that over this reading and stuff before I come in and record it and shit, so I was like, you know, let's see what Spirit has for you this morning. Or whenever you see this. You could be going to bed. Hey, you could be in the middle of your day. You could be fucking walking. I don't know. Enjoy that stroll, your work. Whenever you hear this, man, enjoy being in bed if that's where you are, or on your couch. If you're new here, get comfortable. If you're returning, welcome back. Um, we're gonna check the forecast and see what spirit is saying to you, what today's gonna be like, or what today was like. All right. Okay, let's see what's up. I was like, let me get myself together so I can come correct and say what's up. I wrote down some notes for you yesterday. Well, just in general, you know what I mean? But I'm going to ask you them, what you think about them. You can comment down below. You know, just let me know if it resonates or not. Or maybe these are some little carrots to take away for you. And they're super simple. Okay? Spirit says you have a great vision, right? Spirit said, hold tightly to the vision you have for the future. It's a glimpse of what your soul is calling you to create. Trust in the importance. Trust in its importance. Nurture it within belief, and take inspired steps to bring it to life. All right, Cap. So maybe this is your time to get creative. Okay. Maybe you just have a great vision about how you see life and how you're about to charge at it, Capricorn. I feel like it's all different perspectives. You know, you can lean with it within the good realm of things, or you can go with it from the lower perspective of things. It's like the angel and the devil on our shoulders, right? So we're just going to hold with great vision and follow that up and see what great vision's about. I'm like, do. Yeah. See what great visions are about. A great vision or great visions. You know, you guys are always coming up with some incredible shit. My sister-in-law's a Capricorn, man. All right. You're putting down this push and pull game. You're no longer contributing to the controlling factors of the things you actually cannot control, and that's out of your hands, Capricorn, right? You're coming into a state of balance, and you're leaving that disheveled state of mind alone wherever you found yourself previously before having a vision in mind that you're actually putting your attention to. Okay? This was potentially about egos and pride. Sometimes when you're dealing with certain people, you'll come across the same energy or spirit as that narcissistic view of lens. You'll see it. You can see them. You can see them, right? But I feel like a lot of the times, when you're young and impressionable at first, you don't come across that. You don't see anything because you see everything as it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, right? But realistically, you do come across those people that are opinionated. They're stubborn. They will say it's your fault. They will call you names. They will berate you and they will bring you down. And at the same time, they will love bomb you and bring you back up. And then you learn the systems and the workings of a narcissist. Sometimes I've learned with Carl Jung, his teachings when he was studying upon empaths is that he realized that empaths will go through a lot of trauma and everything like that because they're like human computers. They analyze everything, and an empath can pick up any type of certain vibration just off of, you know, a shift of a tone. It's crazy, and I feel like you allowed yourself to let go of this push and pull and having to explain yourself, or maybe you've seen enough and you're done with it, right? It was about these power struggles, maybe within yourself, if you were fighting any type of demons, or if you were fighting um something that was inevitably gonna happen and it didn't work in your favor, Cap. That happens sometimes. But out of the darkness comes a new dawn, a new day, a new life for you. So you had to look at it like that. So I could see you might have found a muse. You could be a painter, Capricorn, but you might have found your muse, a great vision in order to rewrite something for yourself. Um, I learned, I learned being the person you want to be is as simple as it comes, man. It's about getting your body to be actively in movement, in motion, right, man? When you're stalemating and everything like that, I feel like it's still making a, still picking a choice. It's still making a choice. You know what I'm saying? But um, as you're operating up here and everything like that, you know, spirit is trying to tell you like it's time to get your body in sync with things like that. So you might have found a great muse, man. You might have found a reason to continue on, man. I feel like I'd just be going on tangents, dude. I'm sorry. Shit, man. Like those L's were great wins in the long run, right? Okay, yeah, yeah. You could have let go of a partnership. It doesn't have to be a partnership. You could have null and voided some contracts. I don't know. It could be with a person, place, or thing. You put yourself in those shoes and you think about it, Caps. And if this isn't for you, maybe it's for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So, you could have decided not to go into a spiritual union with somebody. You could have decided to speak peace over your life within yourself, and you were confident in that, and you were okay with that, right? Right? Yeah, man. And that's okay, dude. That's okay too, man. I mean, like, if you're tired of that shit and you're dealing with somebody or a place that does not meet your needs and shit, man, yeah, move on. It's okay to take an L when you know, like, this is a losing battle anyway. Nobody wins but the corporation. What do they say? Only the house wins. Excuse me, man. Um, I wrote down some notes last night. Excuse me. My throat chakra, man. Every time I'm reading this shit, man, I just be like, ugh. I feel like it's a little bit hard to get the message out sometimes. But hey, we're doing it. Um, yeah, I wrote like, why should you put yourself in a box? You know, um, what do you have to do to meet your own needs, right? Um, a happy life means an authentic life, but what does authentically being yourself mean for you, Capricorn? Right? Isolation isn't real peace. Um, I feel like you can find the answers that you need when you go deep within. Isolation, although can be avoided, um, it can be depression. It can Isolation is just not good for the soul because we are here to create and to thrive. You know what I'm saying? What can you do to be more comfortable in your skin? Okay, so I'm just asking you that. That's what I was writing down. I got other stuff, man, that I written down too. But what can you do to be comfortable in your own skin as well? Maybe you should ask yourself these things, man. uh, all right, Caps. I see the world you're creating for yourself. You hold it very high. Your self esteem is very high. You put yourself on this pedestal very high, male or female. All right, you hold yourself so high that spirit is bringing a tower moment in because your dreams are bigger than what it seems right now. Yeah. You see your dreams shooting out to the sky, okay? You might have had to have some things fall apart for something new to start. I gotta get used to like working with this deck more because I feel like certain decks I can kind of shuffle and flow with. Certain kind of decks I can shuffle and flow with. Other decks I feel like it's I'm working on it. Mm. Yeah, Spirit's bringing this tower moment in because it's time for you to pick a new route. I feel like you spiritually have awoken more. I feel like you spiritually are connected more to the cosmos. Maybe that's why you have been in isolation if you have been Capricorn. Um this feels like a continuance of a reading because I actually did do a read for Capricorn and you guys were in isolation. So this feels like a continuance. Um but you it's like in isolation while people were worried about why you weren't hitting them up or anything like that and why your moves have switched up and everything like that. It's like you leveled up and you said goodbye to the old you that no longer served, and it's giving you have opportunities, Capricorn. It's giving you have opportunities. You have a lot of places, people, and things to discover and to enjoy. Why not live life authentically through the lens of purpose, right? And move forward. Kill that shit and move forward. This is about your time sliding, you know, moving forward. I fucks with that. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Cancer. I'm gonna ride your way. I'm gonna ride your way. I'm gonna ride your way. Yeah, you're charging forward. Um, oh, uh, you could be wanting to ride somebody's wave. Their energy is like, it's good. Yeah, you're moving forward to close things out, to end these cycles, to end these things. Like, you're looking at everything that you wanted to accomplish and everything that you didn't, which is life, man. Tisse la vie. Um, but you got the 8 of Cups. You got the 8 of Cups. And it's okay to like sit there and like know when to fold. Right? Know when to fold and let something go from the past. Okay? Maybe you need to start doing things that fill your soul. You keep dealing with it. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. Want to clarify it a little bit? Oh, you know what? I keep doing that, but whatever. We're just gonna clarify it a little bit for you. I like this. I like starting putting them on my keyboard. I actually like that shit. uh, let me see. Let's clarify a little bit more, right? Let's clarify. Cool. It's good that you have a higher purpose in mind, a great vision in mind. You know, I started seeing a lot of people on social media started to go back into adopting their religion or whatever, their faith, something like that. Like everybody's going back into this faith-based practice because I feel like they see how shitty and muddy the world is, and you got it out the mud, you got yourself out of there, and I don't think you want to return back there. Spirit saying this is about divine timing, to be patient. Things are gonna, you need to be patient about the things that you're manifesting because it's gonna take some time for it to fully come into your life. And that's with adjustment, right? You can see it in those little clock things that they flip over all the time. It's gonna take you some time. Your manifestations are gonna take you some time, and that's why you gotta do the work. I see that you have been doing. Because you're sowing your seeds. You're planting your seeds. Right? Spirit saying this is right now where you need to have like a journal. 1717 on the clock. You need to have a journal or something like that. Spirit saying you need to write down what's going on through this labyrinth of chaos. Spirit is saying embracing each turn as a part of the complex journey. Spirit saying this is a perplexing time for you right now, Capricorn. So Spirit saying maybe you need to start journaling and writing down your thoughts, your feelings, and taking those actions and emotions and applying it behind that, right? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. Let's get an oracle. Yeah, let's get an oracle. And then we'll get an angel number. Do you want to peek in the situation deck? Yeah. Why not? Why not? And then I'll get an oracle, and then I'm gonna bounce, bruh. Hmm? Okay, you might have yeah, you might have gotten out of some trials and tribulations, Capricorn. You know, you might have escaped from something that was harrowing. Shit, man, mental abuse, physical abuse, you know, like emotional, the whole nine, bro. The whole nine, knock down, drag out fights type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I did see you escape from that situation, and now it's about coming to a settlement or agreement somewhere along the lines of trying to compromise. You might be even trying to compromise with yourself. Might not be with that other person. I don't know unless this you know you only you know your circumstances, man. Um, Spirit saying somebody's on the verge about to reveal or confess something to you right now. This might be in regards to that agreement. This might be just even you making some type of agreement with somebody. Okay, so this could have something in regards to doing with your family. That's why it was upside down. This has something in regards to do something with your family, Capricorn. I feel like as far as like the signs and synchronicities and things like that, whatever you're coming out of, and whatever you're coming out of, this settlement might be something good for you, or this agreement, or whatever the situation is that you're getting out of this situation, whatever. But you're almost at the end, right? You know how like it's like what the midway point of the movie when you only got like what, like 40 minutes left, maybe like yeah, maybe like 40 minutes, 30 minutes left. I feel like that's where you're at, and then boom, like I feel like you get your kids back if you're going through like a law thing, man, or like I feel like you get to see your kids or some shit. For others of you, it feels like you're for others of you, it looks like a your partner holding kids. Anything else, Spirit? I don't know, man. I can ask one more time if there's anything else. For I get just an oracle and an angel number and end it free, man. Anything else? Yeah, you could be coming together with somebody. Um you're having a reconciliation or a spiritual union having to do with like I'm seeing either kids or you're coming back together with your spouse. I hope you're not accepting that dude back. uh um but it looks like a spiritual union. But this person does trigger you. You might be coming back to like you might be coming back together with your family, but there's some things that are triggering. I don't know. I don't know, man. So anyway, let me get you an oracle, and then what? Yes, we much triggering. Let me get you an oracle and the angel number, and I'll peace out, sis. If this reading hit different, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe and join the little soul tribe, man. I heard dream a little dream of me. I don't know. Spirit is saying this is the time for you to make a move, Capricorn. So make that move, make that decision, make that choice. You know, operate within yourself. It's time to start moving from your higher self, a higher state of consciousness. See above the see outside the box of the picture. Don't be just in the walls of it. Five. Change. Growth, resilience, transformation, purpose, renewal, breakthrough, creative energy. You're about to level up. Although it may not feel easy at first, this challenge is preparing you for greater things that align with your highest good. This is why the why you've been seeking keeps pushing you forward. There is a reward waiting for you at the end of this journey. So I would keep maneuvering through that labyrinth. Make sure you're writing down and taking notes for yourself, man. If you're not journaling, I would suggest journaling for allowing yourself to word vomit onto some pages instead of onto some people or anything like that, man. But do you, boo boo? And I'll talk to you again soon, okay? Bye.